We speak wisdom, however, among them that are full grown. You are a wisdom not of this world, nor of the rulers of this world, who are coming to know, but we speak God's wisdom in a ministry, even the wisdom that hath been hidden, with God foreordained before the worlds unto our glory, which none of the rulers of this world hath known, for had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, things which eye saw not, and ear heard not, and which entered not unto the heart of man, whatsoever things God prepared for them that love him. But unto us God revealed them through the Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. For who among men know the things of a man, save the spirit of the man which is in him? Even so the things of God none know which, save the Spirit of the God. But we received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is from God, that we might know the things that were freely given to us of God, which things also we speak, not in words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Spirit teacheth, combining spiritual things with spiritual words. Now the natural man received not the things of the spiritual of God, for they are foolishness unto him, and he cannot know them, because they are spiritually judged. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, and he himself is judged of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he should instruct him? But we have the mind of Christ. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is right, he that taketh the wise in their craftiness. And again, the Lord knoweth the reasons of the wise, that they are vain. Wherefore, let no one glory in man, for all things are yours. Whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas, or the word, or life, or death, or things present, or things to come, all are yours, and you are Christians, and Christ is God's. 1 Corinthians 3:19-23. Wherefore judge nothing before the time, until the Lord come, who will both bring to light the hiding things of darkness, and make manifest the counsels of the hearts, and then shall each man have his praise from God. Or know you not that the saints shall judge the world, and if the world is judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Know you not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? If then you have to judge things pertaining to this life, do you sit then to judge who are of no account in the church? I say this to move you to shame, that cannot there be found among you one wise man who shall be able to decide between his brethren, but brother goes to law with brother, and that before unbelievers. Nay, already it is altogether a defection in you, that you have lawsuits on which another. Why not rather take wrong? Why not rather be defrauded? Flee fornication. Ever seen that a man doth is without the body, but he that commits fornication sinneth against his own body. If any man thinketh that he knoweth anything, he knoweth not yet as he ought to know. But if any man loves God, the same is known by him. My defense to them that examine me is this: have we no right to eat and to drink? Have we no right to lead about a wife that is a believer, even as the rest of the apostles and the between of the Lord and Cephas? Or I only and Barnabas, have we not a right to forbid working? That soldier ever served at these own charges, who plants a vineyard and eats not the fruit thereof, or who feeding a flock and eating not of the milk of the flock? Do I speak these things after the manner of men, or saith not the law also the same? For it is written in the law of Moses, thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he tread out the corn. Is it for the oxen that God carried? Or saith he it assuredly for our sake? Yea, for your sake it was written, because he that ploweth ought to plow in hope, and he that thresheth to thresh in hope of partaking. And to the Jews I become as a Jew, that I might gain Jews. To them that are under the law, as under the law, not being myself under the law, that I might gain them that are under the law. To them that are without law, as without law, not being without law to God, but under law to Christ, that I might gain them that are without law. To the weak I become weak, that I might gain the weak. I am become all things to all men, that I may be all means save some, and I do all things for the gospel's sake, that I may be a joint partaker thereof. Know you not that they that run in a race run all, but one receive the prize? Even so run that you may attain. There had no temptation taken you but such as man can bear. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation take also the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it. Now, concerning spiritual gifts, briefing, I would not have you ignorant. You know that when you were gentlest, you were led away unto those dumb idols, whatsoever you might be led. Wherefore I make known unto you that no man speaking in the Spirit of God said Jesus is anathema, and no man can say Jesus is Lord, but in the Holy Spirit. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are diversities of ministration, and the same Lord. And there are diversities of workings, but the same God, who worketh all things in all. But to each one is given the manifestation of the Spirit to profit with how. For the one is given truth, the Spirit the word of wisdom, and to another the word of knowledge, according to the same Spirit. To another faith in the same Spirit, and to another gifts of healings in the one Spirit, and to another workings of miracles, and to another prophecy, and to another discernings of spirits, to another divers kinds of tongues, and to another the interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh the one and the same Spirit,